Hello? Are we recording? I don't know, this is the first time using OBS. That's how I use my intros, by the way. Alright. Live intro. Three, two, one. Real YouTube is talk about Terra types, best one for each Pokemon in Paldea. Pokemon. Pokemon baby. Alright. Um Paldea and Pokemon, right? We're gonna talk about their best Terra types. Now we're gonna put up Showdown. Anyways. Catapult Showdown for the. But today we're going to be talking about the best Tera types for every Pokemon that is guaranteed in Scarlet and Violet, right? Let's get it. Let's get it on with. First off, got Talonflame, right? Talonflame, you can look at its typing: 4 times Rock, Weakness, instant L, right? That's really bad. No one likes having 4 times Rock, Weakness. And you. Let's do that. Remember the game. Talonflame, right? Talonflame, see its moves. Got Brave Bird, Flare Blitz, stuff like that. Turn, Steel Wing. So, like, nothing really great on the offensive side, right? So, you're going to mostly use Talonflame's Terra type for defensive capabilities. And what is, you know, what, Talonflame weak to? You can think water, like electric, uh, rock, um, anything else. I might be blinding right now, but I can't think of anything else. So yeah, what resists at least 2 of those, right? So you got ground self, which is neutral to ground, weak to water still, but has an immunity to electric and resists rock. Oh no, not that. Sorry, it resists rock, has immunity to electric, but is weak to water, right? That's pretty good. You have electric itself, which is neutral to rock and water, but resistant to electric, so it's probably bad. Dragon, resistant to both water and electric, but and neutral to rock, so that's fine as well. Talonflame doesn't have any specific rate Terra type, and therefore you're not really going to terrestrialize it. But its best is probably either fire, flying, or ground. Moving on, Houndoom. Houndoom is Houndoom. Ouch. Um. Anyways, Houndoom has fire, poison, and dark as its main types. And again, no real defensive greatness that can come from Houndoom. Those defensive stats look pretty fucking bad, especially its defense stat. Like that defense stat is really low. So Houndoom, not the greatest one, right? For terrestrialization. But the best one would probably be Fire, Dark, and if you want to go defensive type, whatever. Same thing with Talonflame. I wish they would get too much time on it. But yeah, just don't terrestrialize. Alright, moving on. Gyarados. Now this is a Pokemon you can terrestrialize. Gyarados. Not Gyro. Gyarados. Yep, Gyarados, right? Look at this. Great coverage, EQ, Power Whip, 4 times weakness, meaning Intimidate, stuff like that. Oh my god, this Pokemon is pretty much built for terrestrialization, right? You can go for ground terrestrializations, like ground, and with all the terrestrializations. Let's just say you go for ground terrestrialization, then you can go for EQ, right? You can go for waterfall. You can go for ice maybe or like power whip. You can go for power whip or ice bang. Then dragon. On a focus sash with that, and now electric move comes in. Your ground immune to it. Hit him with that EQ. Bye bye. Or you can go for like grass as well. And then replace this with scarlet. That could be good. And then you might want EQ here or Ice Fang. I like Ice Fang there. If I'm using Power Whip, I like Ice Fang. So yeah, that could be really Gyarados could be really good here, right? And the reason for using Grass Gem is if they, predict your ground typing, go for like something like Surf. Yeah, you can just grass up and wipe them out. And Power Whip is stronger than EQ. Um, so after terastization, this thing's gonna hit. Yeah. So those are Gyarados' best. Defensive and offensive capabilities, along with its stab, waterfall, coming in clutch as always. It's really hard to beat this thing. I don't see Ice Gem working very well. Ice Gem for Gyarados. It could work, like boosting up that Ice Bank to make it actually something strong and not garbage. Dark Gem is interesting, but again, no defensive capabilities, and Crunch isn't Gyarados' favorite move. So, yeah, I personally like something like Grass Gem. Grass Gem's a bit of a surprise play. You don't really have to go for it. Ground Gem's better. Just in case you go for a water move, could be a big, anyway. So I spent a lot of time on Gyarados. Let's Vaporeon. Vaporeon's a defensive Pokemon. There's no reason to use it for offense. No reason to use it for offense. So you can go for something like Steel Gem. Steel Gem's not Steel Gem. Steel type Vaporeon. It's not gonna be the best thing ever because you can run Scald and a classic Vaporeon sets will Wish, Protect, and then Touch. Wish Protect with leftovers. Haze, Haze and Wish. You can go for Haze and Heal Bell. That could be good. Yeah, whatever you want on your Vaporeon. Steel could be good as your Tera type. No reason to use Water. Water special attack is okay, but it doesn't have a special attack you can move, unlike some other Pokemon out there, like Blastoise or something. It used to have growth, but it doesn't now. So yeah, well, Vaporeon is bad. It doesn't sort of growth. It's so yeah. Yeah, so that's it for Vaporeon. Steel probably. Oh wait, there's also other stuff you can consider, right? Electric and grass resist. What resists both of it? Electric itself. And oh, sorry. Yeah. Electric's probably really actually hell no. Electric is probably the best for Vaporeon, right? Because if you think about it, and electric and you can get Terra Blast on this thing. Anyways, electric resists both electric and ground. Water's main weaknesses, right? And you don't want to have a ground type come in against a Vaporeon. Like, Scald will last that thing, right? So you really don't want that happening, and so you're not going to really put in the ground type into your Vaporeon too much, as long as you have that Scald already, They're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. They're not going to want to do that as much. So that's great for Vaporeon, right? Electric Gun's probably the best Vaporeon. How long? I don't know how long this video is. It's not good. Jolteon. Let's make it faster from here on that, right? Jolteon. I didn't run a timer. Electric Gem. I don't think I need to be there for that, right? It has no coverage. It's weak to ground, but there's no reason to go for flying. You can just, hit harder. It's an offensive mon, has access to Volt Turn, T-Bolts, T-Wave, electric Terra type, like, something, I don't know what you want in this one. Maybe Toxical Quick Feed. No, sorry, Flame or Quick Feed. You can go for Voltion's there's nothing too much to say, right? Volt Switch, T-Bolt, go for electric Terra. Alright, let's just continue with Glaceon. Glaceon, again, same as Jolteon, just ice. No reason to go for ghost. No reason to go for bug. Both are not great. Uh, Ghost has a Ghost has okay. Well, you could go for Ghost. Actually, no, you could go for Ghost. It gives you better defensive typing. Gives you stab Shadow Ball, which is pretty nice. It's not a bad choice. Ghost is pretty nice, but Ice could really pack hard. Freeze Dry hits like a draw. Ice Beam is now hitting like a draw. If you pack Blizzard, the enemy is not gonna have a good day. And you know you can run. Don't run normal stab Hyper Beam on Glacian. That's its best coverage. Steals. Does this water pulse? It does. Go for water. It would be really stupid if you want water, but you could. You never use. You can use it for defense, but not my type. Ghost is probably your best. I like. Leafy on time. Knock off. Dark type, right? Dark jump would be good here. Not dark jump. Dark Terra could be good here. So you stab knockoff. Nice. We got a leaf blade packing, but again, there's 99% no reason to not go for the last gem here. You cross Terra and just hit things with Swords Dance exclusive leaf blades. You can go for bug, but don't. You could. But fighting could be actually really good. Fighting Terra type lets you stab double kick, which is like sometimes really needed to actually advantage against those steel types. Knock off really much. Um, yeah. Turning that 60 base power, yeah, turning 50 base power to turning 60 to a 90 base power, uh, naturally is really good. And then with the yeah, with the super effective and just 180. So yeah, double kick can actually hurt. You can go for ground gem, but big is just grass is probably the best, but fighting also works. Let's fast. Flareon. Oh, that's been nice. Flareon, right? Flareon. I'm done. Flareon. Fire. Okay. You could go for you want if you want. You can go like fighting or like steel or hell even normal ones. Normal ones. It has stab. Stab facade on Flareon. Let's be honest here. Guts, stab, Flarelets. There's no reason to go for anything, right? Flareon's got great offense. You can go for don't go for fighting. Go for normal or fire. Normal's okay. Fire is your game. Fire is actually. Espeon. Next step is Espeon. Psychic. Don't see a reason not to. Psychic. Fairy. Kind of mid. Fairy on some stat down. Maybe it's fine. You get a better defense. Espeon. I think it is. Fairy's fine. Stab down leave. Nice. I think it's psychic for them. With defensive capability, but like if you want to Calm Mind, you might want Fairy, right? To get a more well-balanced attacks. But overall, Psychic is probably better. Especially on specs. Umbreon. Umbreon. What do you want? Steel? Like, Dark? You don't want to go Dark. You don't want to go for an offense type here. Umbreon, no offense. 60 and 65. Garbage. You want defense. What is the best defensive type? Steel, right? Sometimes steel's not end all be all to everything. Sure, you're resistant to fairy, but you're still weak to fighting, right? Water darts, main weaknesses. Fighting, fairy, the kind of forgot. Fighting, fairy, bug, and fighting fairy bug, right? I don't see anything else here. But fighting fairy bug. Bug and fairy still resist, but fighting wipes it around, right? Look at types, what resist all three. This resists two. Better than steel. Seriously. Bug Umbreon. Now, Bug Umbreon isn't better than steel because you don't gain enough resistances. weaknesses. So you don't want to. It's okay, but it's not good. Dragon, fairy itself is pretty nice, but one resistant and it's to the least important one. Dragon is weak to fairy, which is bad. It doesn't even resist the other two, so it's garbage. Fire resist Doug, and it's fire is just better steel. Ice is garbage. Ground is the most mid you can ever get. Grass is bad. Ghost is fine but not great. Flying is probably not the best. Yeah, flying is just as good as ghost, kind of mid. Water is fine, but it doesn't do much. Doesn't help. It's okay with the matchups that you got, but like probably your best bet is poison. Actually, poison resists all three. It's got pretty good defensive typing. Poison number one, definitely, 100%. And we got Sophia and toxicity. Sophia, right? Sylveon, Pixelate, and then Fairy. There's literally, you can go, look seriously. The only reason you would want any other type is you want stab. But let's be honest here, the power of Pixelate, Life Orb, Fairy, Terra type Hyper Beam from this thing will wipe literally any reason to go for fire off the face of the earth. No shot. What is a tree? What is a tree? You want a Tox. Tri-City, right? Tri-City, you want get a stab on your punk rock burst. Literally, best investment of life. 182 plus stab runs down, dude. It is better X-Bloud in every way possible. Seriously, insane. The Titan, I don't know. I don't know. Quag. Okay, Quag. Here. Weakness to grass. Right? One defensive typing of this grass or steel. And there's not really a big reason to go for ground. You can go for ground as well. Ground is fine. Ground or steel. And ground to power up those EQs, because guys are sometimes just EQ, right? It's okay. It's not a bad set. But, you know, steel's probably the best. Overall, if you're scared of I was gonna say, if you're scared of people just reading you and just hitting you and fighting you, something because steel's gonna be really common, even on fire. If you're scared, Pikachu, blue, Raichu, Raichu, you want two things. Water, water's good, right? Water's pretty good. Surface and electric because guys, they're not one fighting. Staples plus nice, but I like water or steel. Normal's kind of lame, to be honest. No one uses physical Raichu. Hell, oh, hold it. Raichu's got a decent attack. Hold it. Like, if you want screen speed, you want fake out, double priority, normal chum, hit him on it. Hit him. And then, like, what? 5 yards. Fake out screen speed. You don't even want to fake out. You kind of want the perk, right? You can run physical Raichu if you want, with, like, normal or something. I don't know. You can play around with it. Water, electric, fighting, pretty good. Normal's really gimmicky. Venomoth is decent. I'm not sure. No. Oh, sorry, look at me. But I still want to talk about it. Just as long as you want to go poison, because it's better defensive type. Alright. Interlock Sludge Bomb, white. Duck Drift. Duck Drift's a bad mon, right? Ground, I guess. Some mons you just shouldn't. Like, Venomoth's great. Quagsar's pretty bad. Raichu's pretty lame, right? Dugtra's pretty lame as well. Like, it gets EQ, it gets Stone Edge, you can do Rocket Ground, I guess. Kinda lame. Just Sucker Punch, so you can go Dark as well. Like, Ground, Rock, Dark. Nothing else. If you really want to go normal, there's a door for you out there. Ground is probably just better. mean, that village is fine, but you don't need it. Persian's a bad mine. You just run normal, right? I don't know. I haven't played Gen 1. Persian is at like after Gen 1, you just don't play Persian. All Mine, Ice Beam, Hydro Pump, or something, I don't know. Or Psychic. So like Psychic because it should Like water boosted Hydro Pumps. The system or something, yeah. That's pretty solid with Calm Mind. It seems not bad. My hold up could work. And last one we're doing for today is Arcanine. Alright, so Arcanine is like probably gonna be a little longer, you know. He's a decent tower type, I think. Normal, static sprint speed, seems good. Fire, of course. Getting more power on your stats is almost always nice for offense mon. If you run a defensive Arcanine, like you're weak to what? Water, ground, rock. So what resists water, ground, rock? I can't think. What resists water, ground, rock? Water, ground, rock. Think of what resists water, ground, rock. I don't have much time. Okay, sorry. Fighting. No. You kind of want fire. Normal's fine. Biting could work actually. It's decent, I'd say. Don't know why this thing was Dragon Pulse. Don't go from it. Berry? Okay, electric. Electric's pretty good, right? Normal, fire, electric. Electric's still weak to ground, but and like some niche picks include fighting. Intimidate Arcanine with like fairy could be interesting. You don't get any buff resistances, but you know it's still decent with a nice defensive type. Good defensive types are fire, fairy, ground, water, steel. These are like the most common defense types. And ghost. Ghost is also decent. Those are the best defense types out there. You won't see too much outside of those. Maybe dragon as well, but I haven't got to the one that likes dragon yet. Like, okay, dragon's niche, right? You know, fairy, fighting, and dragon are niche. Electric, fire, and normal is what. If you go defensive Arcanine, just look at the type chart. Look at the type chart. Understand it. Alright? Come to this channel before you understand the type chart. The most simple part and the most important part about Pokemon, so you definitely should know the type chart. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. It's my first ever video with OBS, and I hope it isn't really poor. Oh, I can see our time. Okay, 20 minutes. Well, see ya next time.